afternoon, everybody. Well, I am on my way to go pick up the kiddos. Unfortunately, this morning we had a little bit of bad news. Hayden's guinea pig, Mr. Snuggles, passed away in the middle of the night. I went in to feed him like I feed everybody in the morning, feed the cat, feed the dog, and everything. And there he was, just laying on his side, and I could tell, obviously. He was, he'd passed away, because usually he's bouncing all around, he's squeaking and stuff. But I did have, I had noticed in the last like 2-3 days, he didn't have the same squeaks that he usually did. Like usually his squeaks were like these loud, like beep 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 kind of things. But now they were kind of like a beep 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 beep. And I was like, okay, maybe he's just tired, or maybe he's ate too much or something. But I'm guessing something was wrong. I mean, we're still not really too sure of what possibly could have happened. I mean, there could be a lot of options, to be honest with you. A fellow co-parent said she, when she was getting him out a week or two ago, he squirmed out of her hands and he kind of fell from his cage to the floor. So I don't know if maybe that shock did something to him, or it could be possibly, he was eating too much, or he wasn't eating enough, because I've now read that they're supposed to eat twice a day. But I mean, I was giving him extra food in his cage. I was filling up his hay. So, but maybe I should just do, if we do get another one, maybe I should just kind of do a little bit of hay, and then same time I feed all the other guys for dinner, and just give him a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. Also, recently, when I've been doing his cage, used to be I'd do like when everybody was home, so like they could take him out, they could play with him, they could hold him and stuff. I started just taking him out when nobody was home, and just putting him inside our bathtub and letting him run around our bathtub and stuff. So I mean, I don't know if maybe there's stuff in our bathtub, possibly chemicals, or maybe just stuff from us that just made him sick. I don't know. As I said, we really don't know what caused his death. It's definitely sad. Kids were definitely upset. I had to tell them this morning before they went to school. Everybody was definitely upset about that. Also could be a possibility of, guinea pigs are very social animals. They like to be with people, around other guinea pigs, and or being cuddling and stuff. And honestly, we really haven't been taking them out as often as we really probably should have been. Probably been, besides me picking them up, maybe to hold them for like 10 seconds, or, taking them out to put them in the tub so he can go around. I mean, really, you haven't been kind of just sitting and holding him and letting him love him being near us and stuff. I've looked it up, and they can die of loneliness. If they have, if you have a guinea pig with another guinea pig, and that one guinea pig dies, sometimes they'll go into a depression, and they could die because of depression. Same thing if they're not getting an interaction, they can, kind of get lonely. I mean, you would say, I'm not saying like we just didn't pay attention to him at all. I mean, obviously, I talk to him every day. I go by his cage, and I, be like, hey, Snugga Dugga, how you doing, buddy? But I mean, maybe you need that more interaction. Maybe you need someone to hold him. Sucky part about that is I actually was going to take him out last night, because I knew we hadn't taken him out in a couple of weeks, and I said to Aiden the day before, I was like, hey, Wednesday we really don't got anything going on. We don't have any extracurriculars, stuff like that. Why don't we take Snuggle out? You can hold him and stuff, and just stuff got away from us, I guess, last night. Eating dinner and hanging out and doing homework and stuff like that, and I kind of forgot, and now I feel horrible, because that could have been maybe the last time Aiden ever got to really hold him alive. But it's kind of something you got to deal with. We try to explain to kids today, that's just a part of life. I mean, at this point, Aiden's been through a lot of death. Our dog passed away about almost 2.5, 3 years ago. Our cat passed away about 3 years ago. Our hamster passed away about maybe 2 years ago. My fellow co-parents, Nan, passed away about a week. I think it's a week. I want to say a week before our dog had passed away. Our one dog had passed away. Her Nan actually passed away on my birthday, which kind of is a sad event to happen on your birthday. And just this past, was it this past? It was about this past April or May. My father-in-law had passed away. Not my father-in-law. Not my father-in-law, my stepfather. Jeez, man, the month's not really where it should be. My stepfather passed away, and I mean, I honestly can say all these deaths. I mean, Aiden's been through a lot of death, more death than he ever should be, more death than most adults, I can say, and a lot of them have been pets. You know, obviously a dog, a cat, a guinea pig, now a hamster. You know, my fellow co-parents, Nan, my stepfather. So I mean, he's been through a lot, and I mean, I don't remember him ever crying through any of the other ones. I don't know if he just tried to be tough or it just didn't really hit him as well, but he cried a little bit this morning, and then he kind of just got really, really quiet and really, really silent. And I guess that's his way of dealing with it, is just be quiet and be silent and stuff. Whereas Ava was very upset and she was crying, and because, you know, it's an animal, and I'm glad they have feelings, and that they feel enough that they love these animals and they want to cry. A lot of people like to bash me because I like to cry, and I do. I won't totally admit this. I'm proud of it. I mean, I'm an emotional person. I'm a very much emotional person. It definitely hurt me seeing my kids cry this morning. It definitely hurt me having to bury Snuggles today, and you know, thinking about my kids. But I mean, I know he's in a good place. He's up with our other pets. He's up with probably my best friend Eric, so he's probably taking good care of him right now. But we buried Mr. Snuggles in the backyard. I put him in one of Aiden's Pokemon tins. We get his cards in, so he's close to Aiden still, because he's in one of his tins. Made a little gravestone for him and laid him down. Kind of did a little bit of, you know, blessing, I guess. Definitely was, you know, we didn't have it very long. But he was a good pig. He was a really great pig. He was a good friend. He definitely better than I thought. Like, I mean, a lot of times Aiden would take him out, and I'm thinking to myself, because I know Aiden, he just gets so involved in his video games, he just kind of sits there, and I was like, this thing's gonna get away from him. This thing's gonna run away, and go somewhere in the house, and we're never gonna be able to find it ever again. But I honestly can say, Aiden would sit him on a blanket. Aiden would sit his, you know, Switch or his iPad or his laptop in front of him, and he'd be playing the game, and Mr. Snuggles would just sit there, chilled out, just kind of liking being close to Aiden, watching what was going on. That was it. Didn't try to run away, didn't try to do anything. So it's great. I mean, hopefully if we do decide to get another guinea pig, it's as great as Mr. Snuggles was, because he was a good guinea pig. A little bit of a squeaker at times, which is, as I said, I should have known when he started not squeaking as much and not as loud, that maybe something was possibly wrong. But now I know for the future, I guess. I just figured maybe, you know, and I thought maybe, I don't know, I really don't know what I thought. I just didn't think anything of it, obviously, and that's bad on my part. I definitely should have. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go pick up the kids, go home, we're gonna eat some dinner, and then we're gonna maybe discuss some pet options and stuff like that. It's definitely hard when you lose someone close to your family. And as I said, we didn't have him very long, but he was a part of the family, and you know, he'd definitely be missed by us all. Good early morning, afternoon, everybody. It's really rainy here. Yeah, there's a big puddle. We are off on a little trip. We're off to do what, Aiden? To get ourselves another guinea pig, since Mr. Snuggles passed, and you know, Aiden misses having him in his room, so we're off to go see if we can find another guinea pig and see if we change some things up about what we're gonna do with them. You know, see if we can. As I said, I'm probably gonna change his water every other day. Maybe that was the cause, and definitely, I think over the last maybe month or so, we'd kind of fed him a lot of carrots and a lot of peppers and stuff. Maybe that, you know, that might have been a cause. I mean, they're supposed to both eat Timothy hay and feed if you find guinea pig feed. So try doing that. Hey, yeah. You're supposed to, you know, spend time with them a lot, and they get lonely. So I don't know if maybe that was the cause. I mean, I wouldn't think that'd be a cause. I mean, we kind of interacted with him on a basis. I mean, usually, you know, in the course of a day, I'd walk by and, you know, be like, "Hey, Snugga Dugga," you know, scratching his nose, or. But maybe he wanted to be held. Maybe he wanted to be out. Could have been the cause. We don't know. So we're gonna try to take him out like at least 10 minutes a day, at least, to let him be held and feel some love and. Yeah, well, I mean, when you get home from school, we'll do it and stuff. But I mean, Mr. Snuggles was pretty good when taking him out. I mean, I honestly thought, you know, when he would take him out that he would run away and stuff, but a lot of times he would just sit on the blanket and watch you and play video games, so you know, I'll give him that. Hopefully, you know, whatever one we find, hopefully it's the same. It's good like that. Also, you know, it was a case of, I think I mentioned to you guys in the video when I said he did pass away. There was a point where I was sticking him in the bathtub when I would clean his cage out so that he had somewhere to run around and not, you know, because usually I'd have these guys hold him, but kind of got to a point, you know, which would have been a good thing for them to hold him. That would have gotten him out of his cage. So maybe that's why part of the thing we'll do is to have you guys hold him every time he gets out. But yeah, I don't know if maybe there were some chemicals that were in the tub, maybe, you know, from soaps or cleaning chemicals, you know, maybe possibly, but we don't know. We don't know what the cause was. I mean, he seemed like he was a healthy guinea pig. So we are on our way to go a little food shopping, and then we're going to get ourselves a pig, a little G pig. You think of any names yet? No? Okay. Once again, like we did last time with Mr. Snuggles, we'll get back to you on the names of stuff. Trying to think what else has been going on in our hectic little lives. Super Bowl's coming up. So we'll probably next week we'll probably have a little bit of a, you know, Super Bowl dinner, I guess you could say. We'll have some wings and maybe some pulled pork and some, you know, burgers and hot dogs and maybe it's Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
You know it's the Chiefs.
Huh?
I said I remember you know it's the Chiefs. I don't know.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Bucks. Who their quarterback is Tom Brady. He used to be the quarterback of the New England Patriots. So he once again is taking a team to the Super Bowl, which kind of, maybe, in my opinion, proves that Tom Brady is a greater quarterback as a lot of people made him out to be. But also, you got to keep in mind, Tampa Bay does have some weapons on their teams. I mean, they have Mike Evans, they got AB, they got Gronk came to them. So, I mean, they did have some weapons, which kind of helped out Brady a little bit. But, I mean, you got to admit, he definitely has, obviously, some greatness that he took a team that never been to the Super Bowl in quite a long time and brought them to the Super Bowl. Whereas, they just got Cam Newton from the Panthers, and they did Jack Diddley. So, that shows how much of a not great quarterback Belichick really is, honestly, in my opinion. That's just my opinion on that one. Let's see what else we've been having going on. School has been going, right, Aiden? It's actually the first, I think, marking period that Aiden is not on a roll, but third grade's a lot harder, math's a lot harder, division, multiplication, multiple step problems, so he's doing well. It's not that he, you know, is failing or anything. He just, you know, didn't get all A's and B's, which is fine. Totally cool. But the little girl did get some, which is amazing because her improvement went, you know, like when she first started her first marking period, I think her grades in like English and like, you know, writing and stuff like that was, I think, like a 70 something, and now she's like a 98, and she's like, I think in math she's like the 98th or 99th percentile in math, so that's awesome. It seems like both my kids are really good at math, which is weird because I stink at math. No comment from Aiden on that one, I guess. I figured he would have made a comment on that one. That I stink at math. Huh? You think I stink at math?
No, I did not know that.
What?
That you stink at math.
Do you think I stink at math?
No, I did not know that you stink at math.
No, okay. What I'm trying to get to is I'm very good at math. But I guess Aiden didn't pick up on that.
You are good at math? Because you're like 40-something years old.
I'm good at math. It just means I've done math a lot. And I told you way back when I was in like school like your age, I wasn't that good at math. And then just one day I just got really good at it. Practicing. And, you know, then working jobs and stuff where math's a lot of the core you get to do. So, kind of how it goes. Trying to think what else has been going on. Obviously, I don't know if any of you guys have been checking out the Fortnite Chaos Creators. Jim Nick. Let me say, I haven't actually been on in a while to check them out. I can't ever seem to catch them on anymore. But I did make a couple other friends on Twitch, so that's pretty cool. Some pretty nice people. I actually was thinking of maybe trying to get it on myself. We'll see. I gotta figure out a game I can play. I know a lot of people play League of Legends, which could be my kind of game. It's kind of like a Warcrafty almost kind of game, where it's, you know, medieval and spells, sorcerers and warriors and stuff like that. Checked out a couple of things and saw there's like 150 different characters you could pick from, which is ridiculous to me. But one of them is like a werewolf, which I thought was pretty BA. So I was, I don't know, maybe thinking of, you know, maybe joining some of them, you know, maybe a League of Legends game, or maybe if they ever play an Among Us game, I'll take Aiden's Among Us account and I'll sign on and play with him a little bit. Who knows? Maybe I'll video for you guys, and you guys can watch us all play if I'm allowed to. I don't know what the rules are in videoing and Twitch and stuff like that, so I actually probably have to ask my friends if it's cool if I did that, or find out from Twitch if it's cool if I did that. I don't really know, because Twitch is its own media thing, so I don't really know what the rules on that is. So as that, guys, we've just been kind of hanging out, doing all this pandemic stuff as always. You know, it's still going. Actually, the fellow co-parent just got her second shot for COVID vaccine, because she is in the healthcare field, so she is required to have it. So she got her first one a while back, and now she's got her second one just this past Friday. And she definitely has been in a little bit of a hard way. She had a little bit of a fever, she's been aching, she had a headache, she felt nauseous. So, I mean, just people who are going to maybe get that second shot, that's kind of the way things are. But it doesn't always have to be that way. Like, I know other people who just had maybe a slight headache and that was it. I know people who didn't have anything. But they all have said definitely one thing I think everyone has said is where they do the shot, like the next day, you have like a knot and a half on your arm. So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't get nervous if you get that second shot and you have a big old knot on your arm. That's just how it is. But I mean, everyone's got different effects, everyone's got different body chemistry, so we'll see how it's all going to be. We are almost to the store to get our stuff, so we'll probably talk to you guys all afterwards once we maybe get our G-Pig and we find out what Ian is going to name the G-Pig. But so for now, guys, hope you guys have super days. Hope you guys have nicer days than what we're having, because it's kind of rainy and gross out. But I hope to see you guys later on. Well, we went to the PetSmart that was close to us, and it said just as before we were getting there, what if they're out of guinea pigs? I'm like, Aiden, they're not going to be out of guinea pigs. We get in there, get the guinea pig tanks or cages, whatever you want to say. There's no guinea pigs in there. But I'm like, hey, maybe they're doing it. Maybe they got them out and they're like running around a little maze or something, doing something fun. Hey, do you guys have guinea pigs? Nope, saw the last one yesterday. Which kind of sucks, because I wanted to go yesterday and we could have gotten the guinea pig. So, Aiden was quite upset about that, because he really wants a guinea pig. He misses Mr. Snuggles, you know. So, called the other PetSmart bias to see possibly if they have one, because they have some. Then, you know, later on after we have our lunch, we'll go and get one. Called them up. I'm like, hey, do you guys have guinea pigs? They say to us, oh, yeah, we do. We have one. We have one left, a female. Okay. I'm like, can you guys hold her? They're like, yeah, we're not supposed to, but we'll hold her at least for an hour until you guys, you know, for you guys to get here. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. We'll go that way. Then it kind of dawned on me, across the street from that, PetSmart is a Petco. So that's 2 pet stores. I was like, let's give them a call. Let's try to see if they've got any. Maybe if they have like, hey, we got 3 or 4, we'll go there first. We can look at a couple of them, and we'll see. Then maybe we can run right across the street. Call them up. Hey, do you guys have guinea pigs? I don't know. Let me go look. That's a good question. They go in the back, come back out. Yeah, we have one left. It's a boy. Oh, so both stores have 1 guinea pig. One's a boy, one's a girl. So what we're gonna do is this: we're gonna run home, drop off lunch to the fellow co-parent and the baby girl. We're gonna run down to the pet stores. We're gonna go to the one store, look at the guinea pig. See, we're gonna go to the boy one first. See if Aiden likes him. After we look at him, we're gonna run across the street to the other pet store, look at the girl guinea pig, see if Aiden likes her, and then from there decide whether he wants the boy or the girl. And if he wants the girl, obviously we just can go back inside and be like, hey, we're gonna take her. And if he doesn't, we're gonna run across the street then and get the boy. And it's just the mad craziness for a guinea pig. So Aiden, now we're doing this. If you get the girl, what are you gonna name her? Or do you want to think about it again until we get her? Or him?
I think the boy, I'm going to call it,
You want to think about it? He's gonna think about it. So we're gonna get a boy. We're gonna get a girl. Obviously, and by the end of this video, I'll tell you what the name is. But guys, actually, you know what? We're not gonna tell you what the name is. That's, I think, the better idea. Don't you think, Aiden? We're gonna figure out what the name is, and I'd like you guys to comment down below what you guys think we should name the guinea pig. All we're gonna do is when we get back, we're gonna tell you whether we got a boy or we got a girl, and then we're gonna see what you guys want to name it. If you guys want to start doing that, saying, if it's a boy name, put that. With a girl name, want that. Do that, guys. Love to know. And it'll probably take into account, he's gonna pick a name out anyway, but at least if we get these requests, maybe I can be like, hey, Aiden, do you like this name better? And he might be like, oh yeah, that name's awesome, dude. So we'll see. But for right now,
the girl, I think I'll call her Mrs. Snuggles.
Mrs. Snuggles. Okay.
I already had a Mr. Snuggles, so I can name the girl Mrs. Snuggles.
Mrs. Snuggles. Okay. Maybe that's what you can name the girl. Okay. Well, we are almost home, guys, but we will talk to you once we get the guinea pig and let you know what we got, a boy or a girl. All right. Well, we got our guinea pig. We ended up picking out the female. The male was cool. He was all white and stuff.
But he was $70.
Yeah, for some reason, Petco has them for $70, whereas PetSmart has it for $37. So we got the girl. But I mean, let's say this: the price also wasn't the only deciding factor. I mean, I think the girl she's smaller, and I think she's a lot prettier in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like the boy kind of looked a little like
White.
well, white. I mean, he looked like he was like scruffled and a little ragged, and I was like, she's all pretty and like neat and like, look at me, I'm a guinea pig. So
Stop biting me. She's nibbling on my thing.
okay, well, don't put your finger by the holes. So we got our guinea pig, and now we're gonna head home. We're gonna make her comfortable. We got her a cool little alfalfa tunnel, so she can go through and play in that, and she also can eat it if she wants to. So that's kind of a cool thing. But when we get home, we'll discuss on the namings of the little girl.
It's already mine, so I already named her.
He's already got his name in the head, but I feel like a parent wants a different name possibly. I mean, we'll discuss, but I mean, we'll see what we're gonna go with. You guys, let me know what you guys think he's going to name the guinea pig, or what you guys think he should name the guinea pig. But I definitely can say because he wanted, he wanted them both. Cause can't we get the boy and the girl? I was like, well, number one, the cage isn't big enough. So girl and a boy, not big enough for the both of them. Number one. Two, girl and a boy, they're gonna make babies, and that's just what we need to have another like 12 more pets. Also, why buy her for 37 and him for 70? I mean, if they I was saying to me, if they had both of them, maybe if PetSmart had both the boy and the girl, and they both were 37 each, I might have actually thought about it, because I could be like, oh, okay, we'll just kind of, maybe we'll get like another cage and we'll put it someplace else, and maybe Ava Jean can have it. But Ava Jean's got her cat, and Ian's got the dog and the guinea pig.
No, you do.
And
I have the guinea pig now.
And Mommy's got the goat, and I just kind of have everybody technically, because I'm the one who takes care of everybody.
No, you don't.
Well, guys, we're gonna be on our way home. I guess we'll talk to you guys all a little bit. Hope you guys have super days. Alright, guys, well, as I said, we were going to get ourselves a guinea pig. And this is Aiden's new guinea pig. Where's she at? There she is back there. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hey. Got Mr. Snuggles' cage all cleaned out and got everything set up for her. Got her a little tunnel, which is actually edible, so she can kind of eat it if she wants to. But there's her hay. I put her food up here. I tried to get Mr. Snuggles to come up here, but he wasn't so keen with it, so I'm going to see if I can get her to do it. I'm going to, just put her up here every so often. She can walk her way down the hill, and maybe she'll learn to go up the hill when she needs to get food and stuff like that. But that's Aiden's new little baby. She's just kind of chilling out. Hopefully she'll get acclimated to everybody, and she'll get used to everything. But, hopefully you guys have been voting, and I'll let you guys know what her name is. Actually, we kind of went with going with Mrs. Snuggles, and figured it was a mystery, so he wanted to have a Mrs., so she's Mrs. Snuggles.